Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another Sims info/thoughts video. So some of you may be wondering why this video is coming out so late, and that's because I spent most of the week in San Francisco. I was invited back to Sims Camp again this year, and it was a really fun experience. I got to check out Sims 4 Cats and Dogs, Sims 4 on Xbox One and PS4, and Sims Mobile. I am under embargo for those things, so I can't speak about my opinions on those for the time being. And those of you who enjoyed my Sims Camp vlog from last year should be happy to know that I did do another one for this year. There's no embargo on that, so hopefully I can get that out by the end of next week. However, there is one future Sims title that I'm not under embargo for, which is the Community Stuff Pack, which thankfully for not much longer we'll have to call the Community Stuff Pack or Eco Living, as the title vote did take place this week. There was a total of 4 choices: rustic home stuff, rustic lifestyle stuff, laundry day stuff, and of course the one that I've been calling for a while now, laundry stuff. So which one of these titles did I choose? I chose laundry day stuff, because it does convey the main attraction of this stuff pack, which is going to be laundry, but it doesn't settle for just being simply laundry stuff. It has a little bit more flavor to it. I know there is also another pack already released that has day in the title, which is spa day, but I don't think that's really enough to detract from reasoning to vote for this title over the others. I kind of like the rustic titles, but they don't really suit laundry in my opinion. Maybe if the preservatives idea won, or even off the grid, it would have made way more sense. Though if one of those 2 rustic titles actually win in the end, I won't mind that too much either, as long as it's not just laundry stuff, which I think is too plain. While I was at Sims Camp, I did discuss with some of the other attendees what they voted for, and some of them did choose one of the rustic titles, because while laundry is a big part of the pack, it's not the whole picture, because there's plenty of objects that we're getting that aren't laundry, which was part of the objects voting process, and a lot of those objects, in my opinion, really do go with a more rustic style, like the round table and the bay window and several other objects. So yeah, I guess it does make sense when you look at it that way too. But that's not all, as there was a blog post to accompany this title vote, which has this new screenshot here, which does once again show the prototype versions of the laundry objects, but you can also see some of the objects that we voted for as part of the object vote. So you can see there's the new round table, which I'm really glad we're getting, because I think a really good round table for indoors is a really nice asset to have in the game, because the only ones we have right now are the ones that came with backyard stuff. But there's also the new table lamp on top of it. There's also a new chair that we can see 2 swatches of. There's a new door, and there's also like a broom next to it. Plenty of other wall decor as well, including the shelves that are all decorative and also come with this stuff pack. And there's also decorative hampers on the floor as well. A couple of other things that are also new are the side table, as well as the rug. It kind of reminds me of the set of rugs that we have in toddler stuff that are stuck together. So looks like we're getting another one of those that can just cover a large area more easily, but doesn't really have the same flexibility as normal individual rugs. There's also some stuff worth mentioning with the blog post itself, where they do talk a little bit about examples of why they went with certain titles in the past, although I don't think the choices for this explanation are particularly good, as they went with toddler stuff and cool kitchen stuff. And with toddler stuff, yeah, it's about toddlers, but I don't think that was the best name they could have chosen. And actually, some of you even commented on my toddler stuff review saying that you actually were confused by the title because You were expecting something like the changing table or strollers, and that's not what we got. We got something very playground focused. Then with Cool Kitchen stuff, their explanation makes sense, but that pack was a little bit odd as it has more focus on clothing than actual kitchen stuff. So, I don't know. I think a lot has already been said about Cool Kitchen stuff ever since that was announced. But moving on, SimGurugram shared in the blog post 2 other names that they were considering for this vote, but didn't make it through to this voting process. The first of these 2 choices was Stuffy McStuff Pack, and it is supposed to be a reference to Bodie McBoatface, and yeah, just do a Google search if you don't get the joke and have a good laugh. But they came to the conclusion that while it was a funny poke at pop culture, it's not really a good description of the actual contents of the stuff pack. And they also wanted to think about a name that encapsulated what the community-focused project represents, and they came up with player choice stuff. But in the end, they decided that the name excludes the people who didn't participate in the voting process of this project, as well as not having some sort of place where players could easily discover the history of this pack years down the line. And I definitely agree with neither of these titles making sense to be the final title of the Stuff Pack. Because, well, while Stuffy McStuff Pack sounds like a hilarious title, I don't think the real joke behind it would have landed with most people. And player choice stuff, well, yeah, it doesn't really accurately describe what is in this stuff pack. Plus, I think it would make more sense if there was some kind of sticker on the key art that says that, yeah, the players voted for this. I've seen that sort of thing on other video games before, where it's like, player's choice, or something like that. I'm mainly thinking along the lines of Nintendo here, where they can have like a player's choice thing for games that have sold exceptionally well. But my point is that I've seen exceptions to the standard video game box art, even things like press accolades where they say like, oh, like this game is great, 10 out of 10 IGN, and that sort of thing. So hopefully they can do that sort of design for the key art of this stuff pack. Lastly, SimGurugram mentions that production is in full swing for this project since last week. And being in the production phase, that's where they're actively working on the new features that will be included. And before that, they were in the pre-production phase, where it's basically all about planning, where they do designs, draw concept art, and have meetings to discuss how they plan to implement those features so that production runs more smoothly. He also says that since production is underway, they'll have real in-game progress to share soon, so I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of stuff they will share soon. And following the vote, which has already ended, there's one more opportunity to influence this pack through the power of our votes, and that is the pack icon vote, which is going from September 13th to September 15th, where you can look at different icons and select the one that will appear in the pack's box art and within the in-game catalog. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing which title wins. I have a feeling Laundry Stuff is going to be the one that wins because of it being so simple and to the point, but I am kind of hoping that it will be one of the others. And it should be interesting to see how the icon vote will turn out. I really like the icons that they choose for these packs, and I'm just really in love with the Sims 4's art style, so yeah, I'll definitely be looking forward to covering that part of the voting process. However, there is one more thing to discuss before I end this video, and it's that this stuff pack is probably going to be the next one that's released. Because when you open either of the images in this blog post, this screenshot or the community stuff pack render that we've already seen before, you'll see that at the end of the URL, it'll say SP13 and then the underscore image.jpg. So it looks like they may have just given away that there is no more stuff packs coming out this year. because this community stuff pack is not coming out until 2018. Yeah, that's surprising to me. I thought there was going to be a stuff pack for sure in December, either that or a game pack, but I think it might be too early for another game pack. So is Cats and Dogs the only thing that's coming out next quarter? Maybe. That's a very real possibility, although maybe they'll do like a huge free update that's not necessarily related to Cats and Dogs, and they'll probably update the holiday DLC with something else. I don't know what they can really do at this point now that they've updated it a number of times, but still, it wouldn't surprise me if they found a way to include more stuff this year. And that wraps up another Sims info/thoughts video. So let me know in the comment section below what you voted for the Community Stuff Packs title. I will talk to you all later and have a great day. Thanks for watching!